Hello, this is Vankita's Early Glory, and I wanted to come on today and address the word zombie. When I speak of zombie, I am not referring to the zombies that we grew up with in films. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a being that was once dead that is now arisen and wants to eat brains. That's not what I'm talking about. I have always had a fear of zombies. Like when I sleep, my fear, my nightmare, if I have a nightmare, is of zombies. So, the zombies that I am referring to in this new day and age, in this new spiritual journey, or I don't even want to say that, because whether you believe in spirituality or not, whether you believe in black magic or not, your free will can be taken from you and you placed in a zombie state. Whether you believe it or not. We were taught in films that black magic, voodoo, hoodoo does not work on you if you do not believe. That's not true. It works whether you believe it or not. You can be placed in a zombie state, and I am referring to your body moving, going about doing things that someone else commands you to do or wants you to do, because I don't even think they have to speak it out loud. I don't know how it works. All I know is I was made to be a zombie, and that refers to me being asleep. My mind is shut off. I'm asleep at this point, and my body is doing what it's told to do, whatever that may be. Now, the problem is when you are placed in this zombie state and your free will taken away from you, you are carrying out the commands of a handler, I guess, or a commander, whatever. The person who is doing this to you has to be evil, because if you believe in good and you are doing good and you are divine, you're not doing black magic, voodoo, hoodoo. You're not doing that. So the person who is in control of you, your body at that time, who knows what they can have you doing? Who knows what they're trying to do? The problem is, in our society today, no one wants to address black magic being real. No one wants to address hoodoo, voodooism. No one wants to address that. They don't want to look at that. That's a type of taboo right now. However, we live in a society where we have to have all possibilities open. Our mind has to be open to any and everything, because look at technology right now. Look at the world right now. We are advancing. That's what we're doing. We cannot leave a state of old practice in the dark, in the shadows, because that's progressing too. Whether we want to think about it or not, that is progressing also. It's doing it in the shadows. It is progressing nonetheless. And if you have someone that is in control of your body, taking your free will away, guess what that person can have you doing? Quite a bit. Can you imagine the court systems, the laws? I mean, it just it brings to mind that movie, one of my favorite movies actually, The Devil's Advocate with Keanu Reeves and Al Pacino. I you it makes you realize that this we need laws to govern black magic. We need judges and those who are in authority to repeatedly throughout the day, throughout their court sessions, throughout when you're making choices and decisions based on someone's freedom and free will and things like that, they should be governed to state return to sender throughout their day. That's the only way to combat, well, I'm not going to say the only way, but that is, you're sending it back. We have judges that are zombies. When they walk into the court and they swear in and they sit down, you have people in that crowd, in that audience, that does word witchery over this case, over the court sessions. That judge, when they get sworn in, should be required to say return to sender, so that their mind is clear. The jury should have to say return to sender, so that their mind is clear. Because you could have a person in that crowd, in that audience, in those pews, controlling the whole thing. And we wouldn't even know it. So again, I say return to sender tenfold throughout my day, all day long. I'm burning sage on a regular basis. When I go to work, I'm going to recite the words return to sender when I walk into a room and when I walk out of a room, because I don't need to be turned into a zombie ever again. Ever again. That will be a part of my practice. It's not a form of, I don't know how I want to say what I want to, I don't know how to say it, but the divine gives us free will. He does not control our decisions. The universe, source, our spiritual guides do not control our decisions. They don't control our bodies. No one else should be able to do that. But again, someone somewhere has turned someone into a zombie to carry out certain things, to do certain things. And it is so strange and just, I don't know. But I am aware that it occurs. We need to have regulations in place to govern these things, not sweep it under the rug, not cover it up or push it back into the shadows. That's taboo. We don't talk about black magic. You have to talk about it. It exists. It has to be governed. It has to be regulated. It has to be combated in some form. Whether we believe it or not, it exists and it should be governed in a way, whether you believe it or not. A person should be able or should be regulated When they are just like they're sworn in. Like I said, when the judge comes in, he's sworn in. That should be included in that swear in. It should be. And I don't know how to even begin the fight for that to occur, because it should be done. It should be done. These things are real. They exist. People practice these things daily. They should be governed. They should be regulated. They should be made aware. Everyone should be made aware. Everyone should be, there should be a class on how to combat evil things. Doesn't have to be religion. It doesn't have to be spiritual. It has to be informative on your everyday fight for survival. We are fighting a battle, whether you believe it or not. We are constantly being attacked spiritually, whether we believe it or not. It occurs. It occurs. Like I said, I used to get up and go about my day, say my prayer, cover me and my family with the shields and the swords of 1,000 angels, everything. And at night, when I would go to sleep, I was made a zombie. I don't think it happened every night. I don't know exactly how it went. When I laid down to go to sleep, my mind was put in a deep sleep where I had no control over my body. I would wake up and things had occurred to me, had happened to me. I was made a zombie. So when I speak these things, don't refer to the typical, or zombie. You think of zombies in the movie. No. I'm thinking in depth. I spoke before on there's undertones to this. That's what I'm talking about. These undertones. Everything's not black, white, gray, good, evil, in between. No. There is levels to this in more ways than you know. And in more ways than I know. I'm still naive to so much. I am aware that black magic, hoodoo, voodoo exist. I am aware that if you do these things, you are not divine. You are not good-natured. I don't know how to express, and like I said, I'm still learning these things. I'm not trying to learn spells. I'm trying to learn to combat evil. I'm trying to learn how to stay safe, stay aware, mentally aware, shielded from these things. That's what we need to learn. That's what we need to practice. not spell work, not voodoo, hoodoo, not that stuff. No, no, no. How to combat it. How to be mentally safe, physically safe, 3D safe, 5D safe. That's what I wanted to come on today and talk about. I was aware, I was listening to something, one of my videos, I think, and I kept thinking about the word zombie. It's not what we were used to. That's not the meaning of that word. No. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about a being looking for brains trying to kill you. No. I'm talking about your body being manipulated by someone while your mind is asleep. That's what I'm talking about. You are in a sleep state of mind and your body is doing things. That's what I'm referring to. Someone told me that they had a dream that there was a zombie apocalypse and that someone who had passed over was trying to warn her. And I said, okay, so when you say zombies, what are you referring to? And, she kind of looked at me like, what do you mean? And so that's when it dawned on me, okay, you know what? Let me go back and listen to my recording. And it was when I said that I was being placed in a zombie state, I wanted to go in depth of what zombie meant. We might not be in a zombie apocalypse right now, but I believe it's coming. I didn't believe, I knew that black magic, hoodoo, voodoo existed. I did not know it existed in my home, right next to me. I did not know that it was that close to home. I was unaware of that. I was unaware of sleeping with evil. I was unaware of that. And it's because evil hides itself. Evil, pure evil, does not want you to know it exists. It works better that way, in the shadows, in the dark. At night when all the normal people are sleeping, and I use the word normal loosely, when everyone is sleeping, pure evil exists, and it operates better in the dark, in the shadows, at night, in the wee hours of the night. Even someplace as big and as busy as Las Vegas, where I used to live, slows down in the wee hours of the night. Certain things occur in the wee hours of the night. And we need to be aware of this. We cannot get up, say our prayers, go about our day smiling and everything is fine. No, we need to incorporate return to sender tenfold throughout our day. We need to incorporate taking items of protection with us. We need to incorporate covering our crown. Those things should be incorporated in our day. And you know what's funny? I need to find out if wigs can be considered a covering, a crown protection. I want to know, because if that's the case, then I'm gonna start wearing me some wigs on a regular basis, daily. Because if that can be considered protection, hey, I'm all for that. Hey, we have to adapt also. We have to progress and improve, you know. So if I want to know, is a wig a form of crown protection, a form of hypothalamus protection? That's what I want to know. So if you know the answer to that, can you let me know? And I want to leave you with these very important words. I say them all the time, and they will be hopefully incorporated in everyone's day. When they get up, shower, wash the face, brush the teeth, you don't have to say a prayer if you're not religious or spiritual or, divine or whatever the case may be. But say these words: return to sender tenfold. When you get ready to walk out the door, return to sender tenfold. When you hang up the phone from talking to someone, return to sender tenfold. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't take much. That should be incorporated in everyone's morning, afternoon, nighttime routine. And so I leave you with those words: return to sender tenfold. Anything that you wish upon me through this channel, return to sender tenfold. I encourage anyone who's watching this video, who's not watching this video, spread it around. Good morning, how you doing? Yep, return to sender tenfold. Boom, walk on by. Return to sender tenfold. Yeah, we need that. We need people of authority to say that. We need those words to be spread around.